So you're thinking about moving to Cleburne, Texas. Today we're going to do a map view, a Google map view of Cleburne, Texas. And we're going to get an aerial of how Cleburne sits in relation to Fort Worth, Granbury, Crowley, Dallas, Arlington, Glen Rose, to see where it's positioned and some of the benefits of being in Cleburne, and as well as some of the traffic routes you may take to get to some of the major areas. Before we jump in, if this is your first time to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button and click that bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know about market changes that are taking place here in Cleburne, Texas. And we get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you every day that are thinking about relocating to the Cleburne area. And whether that relocation is going to take place next week, next month, or even next year, we'd love the chance to connect with you. So feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We'd love the chance to answer any questions you may have and see if there's anything we can do to help with that relocation. Jumping into the Google map view of Cleburne, Texas. As you can see, Cleburne is right here. Where does that sit in relation to Fort Worth, Dallas? So we're here. So if you look from a bird's eye standpoint, you're going to be, again, directly south of Fort Worth. The major street that runs through, the major highway that runs through, is Highway 67. This Highway 67, if you follow it, will take you straight up into Dallas. And in addition to that, while in Cleburne, you can hit this Chisholm Trail Parkway, and it will take you straight into Fort Worth. These are two primary areas. Obviously, you can run up 174 and hit I-35, and you can get into the southern Fort Worth without having to take the toll road as well. Looking at Cleburne, if you have someone that works in Dallas and someone that works in Fort Worth, and you want to have quick access, but you don't want to be in a city like Arlington, you want to have a house with 2 acres or something like that, Cleburne could be an option. You're looking at 49 miles, right at 1 hour to drive the commute to into Dallas. From Fort Worth, you're looking at 37 minutes, 32, 33 miles. Now, I know that could be a long way, especially an hour into Dallas. A lot of folks nowadays are working from home on multiple days every week. So this might be a commute that you're making once or twice a week. Then, the hour commute might not be so bad. But that is a major travel factor. So looking at Cleburne, we can also look at continuing down Highway 67 into Glen Rose. So you have the Glen Rose market right here. You have Granbury. So if you travel down 67, you can take Highway 144 up to Granbury. So you have that access to that. So if you travel down 67 here, you can hit Glen Rose. You can travel up 144 into Granbury, and you can travel down 377 to Stephenville. So from Cleburne, we have access to several different suburban cities around the Metroplex. You have access to Burleson and Crowley, which is here. Benbrook here. So if you were traveling from Cleburne, you would run up 174, or you go up Chisholm Trail and you could hit either of these 3 cities. We've already looked at kind of Fort Worth and Dallas. Dallas is going to be up 67. Fort Worth, you can either go I-35 or Chisholm Trail. If you're wanting to get to Glen Rose or Granbury, you would go down 67, and to Granbury, you go up 144. 67 runs right through the middle of Glen Rose, and 67 will take you all the way to Stephenville. So that road is a primary road to kind of navigate the area. You can quickly get from 67 up to Highway 377 by running this road up toward Granbury, and then you could get on 377 and navigate from there as well. You're in a spot where you have access to major highways to get wherever it is that you need to go. So Cleburne has a unique spot in that the highway that runs through it can take you to just about any of these places, which is quite convenient. Now, we've mentioned that Dallas has developed up this direction, and it is maxed out. All of this area has been developing for many years. I mean, almost completely developed to the point where people are forced to now start going in different directions. Fort Worth also developed to the north up here. All right. Dallas, it developed this way into Arlington. Fort Worth developed this way into Arlington. So now that's pretty much completely filled in. So where do we see opportunities for growth? Well, you have some opportunities coming out west, and then you have opportunities going down south. All right. So as the southern part of this develops, Crowley, Burleson, Cleburne, you're going to see these cities have major road rehauls, and the area is going to have to develop. Going down this direction, southwest, you have, the 377 corridor is just prime for growth right now. As the Metroplex now is developing south, you're going to see, especially as the population is surging as it is, you're going to see lots of development happen. And I'm suspecting you're going to see real estate prices and land prices begin to increase more so in these areas due to the fact that they're not as populated now, but will be populated a lot more as the Metroplex expands. We've already seen a water moratorium in this little city here, Granbury, where there's not enough water infrastructure for any new permitting. It's been in place for like 5 years, and they're getting ready to lift those permits, which is going to create an onslaught of all sorts of construction down this direction. So there's all sorts of things going on in this southern portion of the Metroplex. Is going to create an opportunity for people to get in maybe early, and it's also going to create an opportunity to build some significant equity as the Metroplex continues to develop. With that, I think we've got a pretty good idea of the Cleburne market, and we've looked at the pros and cons. We did a video vlog tour of Cleburne, and we looked at the different spots, different price points. Today we did the Google Map view. So I hope all of this together was helpful. I hope you got a pretty good idea about the real estate market in Cleburne and the overall just living in the Cleburne area. If you have any questions, again, feel free to shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email. Love the chance to answer any further questions that you may have. And, if I don't hear from you, hopefully I'll see you around Cleburne.